I wonder what partners are doing at home to kind of help each other feel supported and heard in the home front as well. Because obviously, if you are worried about what's happening at home, no matter what it is, it's going to be hard to focus at work and be present and, make strides. If you're worried about, whether it's making your rent payment or who's taking care of the kids, who's taking care of your parents, no matter what it is, if you are feeling like, uncertain or uncomfortable, unhappy about those things at work and not feeling that same sort of value and being heard, it's going to be tough to be at work and focus at work. What do you think about that?
It's back to that. Yeah. It's back to that 3M and 1P.
Yeah.
Now we have 2 Ps now, but it's back to that, I think. And, I think just to take some more self-ownership on that as well. And this is an article that I read in Guardian, where there was a woman who had just given birth to a young baby. The partner, who happened to be a male, was also chipping in with the bath and all that. And as she was watching it, her mom came and stayed with her for a bit to help her settle down, because she had, I think, another kid as well. And as the mom was watching it, she saw that this new mother was like trying to instruct the new dad. Oh, no, hold the baby this way. Oh, do this and do that. And I think sometimes we don't let go. So the mom, actually, her mother called her aside and said, don't be an expert in some of these things, or don't try to be an expert. It's a learning journey. Everybody will learn. And if you try to do that, you're not letting go of some of the responsibility in your head, and which as a result, then you're going to make yourself, run yourself to the ground, trying to be that perfect everything in everything part of it. So trust your partner, trust that things will work. That's the only way partnerships can work, which will help you navigate everything else in life. So I thought that was a pretty good piece of advice as well. Don't be an expert.
Yeah, I like that maternal gatekeeping, right? That I feel like women are often accused of, although, I think accused of maybe so that they don't have to become experts, but, we'll see. I think that there was like a really good quote, and I apologize that I can't remember who to credit it to, but it was such a good quote about, boomers did a really good job of teaching their daughters that they could be anything that they want to be, but they didn't teach their sons what that meant for them. What that impact that would make when women were, the prime ministers and were CEOs. What does that mean for the partner and for the partnership? That it may not look like what your parents' relationship looked like, that there will be a different model. And so I think that that's really interesting. And, I do think that I see from my clients and from what I hear that, men are looking to be different than their fathers, that they are looking to have deeper relationships with their children. They are looking to be more involved at home, but they don't always know how. And it's almost like this place of privilege that they're coming from, that they've never had to think about how to burp a baby or whatever the case may be, right? And they've never had to become experts in this, never seen, that model to them. And so it's really oh, what? I have to order new jackets because it's winter time, and the kids have grown, it's sort of coming from this place of just complete ignorance, that they really just don't know what it is that's needed, to sort of help take care of the household and to help take care of the kids. So how can we get past this phase, in sort of our domesticity, so that again, we are able to move forward more at work? What are some of the options that we can do in the home?
I want to bring the conversation back to the organizational side of it, because home, I think, is also so diverse for different people. I also want to add on that women also equally need to take responsibility of financial decisions. When we say that men have a certain privilege about, not looking at some of the domestic aspects, I think sometimes in families, women let go of the financial side of it. And it's sort of almost then those polarizing stereotypes play themselves out. Yeah. So if you're looking at partnership, I think it is both on managing your finances, managing the home, literally taking it as, and I look at it, literally not doing the, in this case, him versus her kind of a thing, but us versus the problem. Yeah. what are we trying to work towards, and as a family take a call about how things work at home, and hence facilitate some of the things that can happen at work.